guys, this is Fullerton's Professional Organizing. Carrie, if you didn't know my name is Carrie, and today we are talking about keeping the chaos at bay, organizing for your family. Now, managing a busy family life can often feel like navigating through chaos. However, I'm here. I'm here with the right organizational strategies that you can use to create a harmonious and clutter-free environment that fosters peace and productivity for the whole family. It's not going to be easy, but in this podcast, we'll explore practical tips for organizing your home, business, and faith to keep the chaos at bay and create a thriving family environment. All right, tips for organizing the family. Now, these are some home streamlining your space tips. 1, create functional zones. Design specific areas for different activities. Homework station, play station, quiet corner for reading, relaxation. 2, implement toy rotation. That can simplify your spaces as well. Less toys, less mess, easy cleanup. Then when they get bored, you can switch out the toys seasonally. You can do it 4 times a year. You can do it 12 times a year. It just depends on you. You can even rotate it just by how often you remember or you notice that the kids are bored. Okay? So, to streamline your space at home, 1, create functional zones. 2, implement that toy rotation. Rotation of toys regularly to keep playtime fresh and minimize clutter. Store unused toys in bins or closets to maintain a tidy environment. Now for managing family responsibilities in your business. 1, utilize family calendars. Maintain a centralized family calendar to track appointments, activities, and deadlines. Use color coding to organize schedules for each family member. 2, delegate tasks. Assign age-appropriate chores to family members to share the workload and instill a sense of responsibility and teamwork. You can even rotate those so that your kids don't feel like it's unfair or they just get bored with the same old routines. But delegate those tasks. Now, nurturing your spiritual growth and taking care of your faith. 1, family devotional time. Set aside dedicated time each day for family prayer, Bible study, or spiritual decisions. Use this time to grow closer to each other and to God. Now, you can do your daily devotions and then do your family devotions once a week or once a month. But instill this into your children throughout your day. 2, serve together. Engage in activities of service at your church or volunteer opportunities as a family to cultivate a compassion and empathy and a shared sense of purpose for your family. With the right organizational strategies and a focus on nurturing your faith walk, your spiritual growth, families can create a harmonious and thriving environment where chaos is kept at bay. Whether you're streamlining your home, managing your family responsibilities, or nurturing your spiritual growth your connection to God, your learning to read your Bible and prayer and communicating with God. Organizing for families fosters peace, productivity, and connection. Now, let's talk a little more about kid-friendly storage solutions for toys and more. Keeping children's belongings organized can be a challenge, but with the right storage solutions, you can create a clutter-free environment that encourages creativity and independence. We're going to explore some kid-friendly storage solutions for toys and more, helping you reclaim your space and bring order to your home, business, and your faith. Now, these are some tips for kid-friendly storage solutions, and we're going to start with organizing play spaces at home. Number 1, accessible storage bins. Use clear, labeled bins or baskets to store toys, making it easy for children to see and access their belongings. Number 2 is rotating toy storage. Now, those you do want to keep out of the way so that they can't get into those. But rotate the toys regularly to keep playtime fresh and exciting. Store unused toys in bins or closets to reduce clutter and maintain organization. We touched on that already at the beginning of this podcast. But now, incorporating family-friendly spaces. Some of this is a review of the stuff we just talked about at the beginning, but it might give you a little more perspective. Incorporating family-friendly spaces for business. Designating your workspaces. Create designated areas for children to play while you work, such as a corner of your home office or a nearby playroom. Depends on how much quiet time you need to concentrate, whether you're going to have them play in a room nearby or next to you in the same room. Sometimes that doesn't work when you're trying to concentrate on work. But number 2, family calendar station. We're going to emphasize that again. Maintain a family calendar in a central location, allowing children to see upcoming events and appointments. And if they are old enough, they can write in their own appointments on the calendar. Now, integrating spiritual growth and faith into this system, this kid-friendly family system. 1, kid-friendly devotionals. Incorporate age-appropriate devotionals or Bible stories into your family routine to nurture their spiritual growth. Again, you can work this in as you have time, because if you have babies, you may only be able to work this in when you're changing diapers, when you're waking up to give them the bottle. As they grow, you'll be able to incorporate this in more and more in different ways for different seasons. So number 1 is kid-friendly devotionals. 2 is a prayer corner. Create a special space for family prayer and reflection, encouraging children to participate in faith-based activities. Ready to bring order to your children's spaces? Subscribe to Fullerton's Professional Organizing for more tips and organizing your home, business, and faith for your family. Share your own kid-friendly storage solutions and success stories in the comments below. We really do love to hear from you. Now, with the right storage solutions, organizing children's belongings can be a breeze, bringing order and harmony to your home, business, and faith spaces. Whether you're creating accessible storage bins for toys, designing a family-friendly work zones, or integrating spiritual growth activities, kid-friendly storage solutions foster independence and creativity for children while maintaining organization for the entire family. Now, I'm going to go back to toy rotation before I end this, because I started to think you could do seasonal clothing rotation and seasonal toy rotation and seasonal book and story time rotation all at the same time. So each season you can switch things out so that things remain fresh and fun for your kids, and you don't have a lot of things in the children's room for them to clean up all the time. They're not overwhelmed with their toys and clothes and their stuff, and they're not overwhelmed when it comes time to clean up as well. So if you find these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and or my podcast for more insights on organizing family life. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward kid-friendly storage solutions and clutter-free living. And I will see you on the next podcast.